Hey guys, so I'm going to do a reading. And, oh, I have this thing. I don't know. The iPad pops up the strangest things. And, I don't know what's going on. I don't know how it does it. It just does things on its own. And it just plays music. I don't know. But it, uh-oh. Yeah, it's just popping some stuff. Oh, no, we ain't having it. But it just does its thing. It does its own thing. Okay, stop that noise. But yeah, where is it? Did we find it? Oh no, did she disappear like magic? Oh, there's Elton John laughing. Okay, she disappeared like magic. Oh, because sometimes the memories of the iPad pop up, and that little Wednesday I put in the community, giving the thumbs up. She was like, Grandma, but she disappeared. She's sneaky. I don't know how it does it, but these things just have a mind of their own, or do they? I mean, you never know what's going on, who's controlling shit. I can't. But I still got my Not Today Satan shirt. I'm looking, sketchy and stuff. Yeah, it's there. It's got music to it. But oh, here's me. Look. Yeah, you never know what I'm up to. Yeah. Oh, half hood, half holy. Yep. Yep. Oh, that's me just talking about mischief. I got the white tiger, but then, I don't know, Elton John just kind of laughing like, here we go. Oh, that's Little Baron. Little Baron is mischief. There's some things I'll just keep to myself because Little Baron, Okay, so but Anubis is here, and let's talk. And I got Isis. I brought it for the occasion. Let's see how is Ron the Con doing? Anubis. But yeah, little Wednesday she popped up, and now she gone. She like magic. She was like, I'm on it because see, I sent her on my profile a little while ago. Get on. I'm gonna send that little Wednesday dancer. You can go do your thing. Because that little girl's she bigger than a Pink Panther. She Anubis got boop boop. She was pre-Anubis. I mean, don't get me wrong. Anubis is fantastic, but that little Wednesday is mischief. But seriously, I saw her, and I was like, oh shit, Wednesday. No, she's actually more like, she got that. I'm on it, Grandma. I see you, and it's like, okay, but she disappeared. I can't find her now. She's magical. She's mischief. Oh, around the cone. And then you got Anubis too to protect, Walt Disney, Mickey Mouse and everything. And how's Wednesday doing? What I had to take a peek about. What's going on with Ron? Is she, how's Wednesday doing? When she started dancing, shit. That, Parvati does the dance, but that little Wednesday, watch out. That's it. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. Wednesday, that's a grandma, come here. Have a talk with me Wednesday. Ron DeSantis said new immigration policy. So basically, he's got this new immigration policy. He wants everybody has to, be documented. But, you have people, they might be on a green card, this, that, beep. And, and he's trying to make, arrest people if they cross border. Bishop, he's ready. He's like, what, round the clock? I'm in it, okay? So anyway, he 7 days ago he signed a new immigration law. And you look at him, and he just so proud of himself, but is causing problems. So one thing is, I was watching Brian Tyler Cohen. He's pretty good. Check him out. But his video, he had a lot of TikToks of the workers. Okay, not doing work because of this dumb thing. Requiring employers. You got all this stuff with documented workers and all this. He's being all weird about it. I'll show you some stuff in a minute. Explains it. And so a lot of people aren't working. So they're abandoning construction sites and building homes and Home Depot where they go and do work and Anubis and Wednesday is deep. And it basically already, it's just like Brian Tyler Cohen said, Florida is the most expensive place to live in the country. Oh, and Ron DeSantis, how you doing all them funds? And then he wants to take down Disney, which, that's less income for the, state. Wow, he's just not making all the right moves on the game of life here, and Florida, but he doesn't like gay stuff. Oh, you dumb. Okay, so now he's not building stuff, and of course, then you have workers, and they got to hire. Okay, document, we'll have to pay more. We got to try to find people. It's a mess, and so there's abandoned sites, and people are like, "Well, fuck it," and because they can go elsewhere to work. Now we'll just leave Florida, and then you got all this stuff, and oh my God, if you want a house built, man. Oh God, I need my bathroom remodeled. Who are you gonna find? Maybe something very expensive. But anyway, so let's try to find one. Here's one 3 days ago. Here's why to say what. Oh, we don't. Do we care? Oh, yeah, but it says okay. Here's what DeSantis. We'll look at this chump's face. Here's what DeSantis said about undocumented immigrants leaving the state after new laws, whatever, that he signed in. So he's all proud of himself. He got a big fat smile on his face, holding up a book, kind of like Trumpy Trump with the Sharpie. And he's about to find out, he's completely, and I noticed he had some African Americans behind him. He and stuff, and he's probably, the majority of African Americans do not like him, so But anyway, I see he positioned people behind him to make it look like he's not racist, and he really is. I mean, this is racism. So he has some friends, and maybe they think he's not. They might be Republican, but I noticed it's a strategy. He's got people behind him who are African American on purpose. It's called casting illusions and stuff like that. Okay, that's naughty. I see through that. Nobody does. Okay, you might have a few friends. Maybe they, how many. I'm not trying to, I don't be nice to African Americans, but maybe they're just Republican. Maybe they go churchgoers, for example, and but they're going to figure out that they're going to figure out he's a problem. Okay, but I notice he purposely has them standing behind the immigration. So because if he had white people standing behind him signing this immigration thing, well, it would look more like he's doing it because he's white. And he's racist, which I know he is. Okay, so I just, because he's doing mean things. So let's go ahead and see what he says about how his little immigration policy is going, what his reasoning is. Wednesday is on it. Oh, look at that smug face.
So Florida law is that you have to be here legally to be able to be employed. That's been the law for forever. And so when we have something like an E-Verify, that's a tool to make sure that long-standing Florida law is enforced. And I think that's important. You can't build a strong economy based on illegality.
Okay, so they're migrant workers. They might, there could be some issues. They could be waiting on things. Okay, they're really not criminals, Ron. Okay, and when it comes down to brass tacks. Okay, so there's that. I know what he said. Oh, it is you can't build the economy. You are the most expensive place to live. Okay, so you're just trying to wreck Disney. Oh, Anubis is protected, which also when bringing $70 billion a year, well, that's good for the economy. You're trying to cripple a business that brings you that much money into your state. And that is, you're destroying the economy because you're all ego. Okay, so that is really weird and sad. Okay, so anyway, he's trying to say that, but it doesn't mean people might have, they're still able and allowed to work, or they wouldn't be here. That's the thing. And I know there's issues, but they're trying to get legal and stuff like that. So here's one. Let's pick this one. This is 3 days ago. How will Florida's new image? Well, no, I'm going to find. Let's just find Brian Tyler Cohen. Now, I do have to fast forward a wee bit. Oh, here's one. Okay, this is from 10 News, 2:05 minutes. Many believe construction sites across South Florida are empty due to new immigration law. Of course, it's the reason, and Brian Tyler Cohen talks about it too. But we'll look at the local news for them. Here he is. See, you see the Big Brothers? It says Big Brothers. It's Big Brothers. This is the one. Hint, hint. Hint. Yeah. Spirits Talking. I know the banner covers.
Having them wait in Mexico,
Big Brothers.
They do have a
hint, hint.
Valid claim before that can be done.
I can't be the only one who sees that.
Incentives for them to want to come to begin with. They're coming now because Biden has told them anybody can come. And once you come, you know you're going to end up getting.
Well, if the president says
you
people
also
can
need to
work,
take
you
all
know.
the people that came for Biden, and they do need to be sent back to their home country. There's no other way you can do this.
This is
unless
America.
you send back.
No. Just
So
watch.
you gotta
Just
send
watch.
back, and you've got to do that. And but I also think there are
No, you don't
a lot
gotta.
of leverage points that the United
We gotta
States
send you
has
back to
vis-a-vis
your.
Mexico.
Where did you
But yeah,
originate
this
from?
Mexican president, he's criticizing Florida for enacting laws against illegal immigration. It's like he's got
You're
a
being
disaster
inhumane.
on his hands. He's got cartels that are totally out of control that are running his country. And all the millions of people coming into our country, they're all going through his country. I mean, what kind of a country just...
Over the past 6 months, we have been investigating as well as exposing the truth behind all of these food processing plants that have been catching on fire, burning to the ground. The Dutch farmers in the Netherlands protesting against their
So
government.
that's some of
Other
his.
people in
Okay,
Sri Lanka.
that's some of his stuff. Oh, I'm tired of his mouth. Let's just try to find Brian Tyler Cohen. Hold on, trying to find it. But either way, I'm trying to show. Yeah, there's one 6 days ago. Immigration advocates worry Florida will have less workers. So see, you know, there are migrant workers. You know, like you have seasonal workers that come in places and stuff like that. But that's the thing. Now you have companies and you know, that don't have workers, and it's all messy. And these people are trying to become legal. But if Biden says, hey, they could come here, they could work. He's biting Anubis. Oh shit! No, we don't bite Anubis. No, I am so sorry, Anubis. Oh my God. He's just, you know, no disrespect intended. It's okay. Isis likes black cats. Oh God, he scared the heck out of me. I'm sorry. Don't be so. He's like, it's okay. It's okay. We're on the same team. Yeah. And then, here, DeSantis sending Florida law enforcement to Texas border. So he's treating, you know, like criminals and being, you know, but they're workers. Okay, this is this scary Gestapo kind of stuff. Okay, so let's watch this one.
The Biden administration says the number of migrants crossing into the U.S. from Mexico is steadily dropping. But breaking right now, NBC News has learned Florida Governor Ron DeSantis says he's sending state law enforcement from Florida across state lines to the U.S.-Mexico border.
Don't bite Anubis.
In a statement, the Florida governor said he said that
Leave him
800
alone.
members of the Florida National Guard, over 100 highway patrol troopers, as well as a number of aircraft and boats would be sent to the border. Meanwhile, up north, hotels and schools have become shelters in New York City. Parents are not happy about that, but the mayor's office says it's running out of options. NBC News national correspondent Gabe Gutierrez following all this for us.
Okay.
Gabe, let's start with New York and what's happening here. Not just parents, but children voicing concerns.
Yeah, that's right, Kate. This morning at a rally outside one of those schools in Williamsburg, parents were protesting, and so were some of their children as well. Take a listen to what they had to say.
We support asylum seekers, not our school ground.
Leave Anubis alone.
They were saying we support asylum seekers, but not at school. And Kate, this comes.
This is
after
yeah.
months
This
of Mayor
is
Hillary
crazy.
sounding
So
the
people
alarm
are
over
going
just
off
how
and
many
trying.
migrants
Asylum
have come
seekers
to New
can't
York
go to
City so
school.
far. The city
Oh
has,
God, it's so
received
much,
more
guys.
than 65,000. The mayor says that by next
Yeah, okay,
year,
so,
taxpayers
yeah,
will foot the bill for
Okay, so let me just kind of get my own thing. I know we want to, you know, bring people in, but there are asylum people, okay? They're seeking asylum. They're coming from countries that are dangerous. So go back to your own country. You know, they're scared for their life, and that's why we give asylum. Well, if you give asylum, well, you gotta, you know, they gotta kind of work, and that's why we have migrant workers, okay? You know, and then in the meantime, they're trying to, you know, become citizens and doing various things. It's a process, guys. So, you know, letting them, you know, work, which is, you know, it's like, well, hey, they can work and do things. So Biden is, and I just saw spot on pop up on my, the word spot on just popped up on a YouTube as I'm saying it. So they can be here. They're not criminals. And Biden said yes. They're asylum. Okay, and then they can be migrant workers because obviously they gotta make a little money to fucking eat and live, right? Okay, here you have asylum. Okay, you can, and then they're working on a process. Okay, And, the one thing about it is that, businesses can get the benefit, because you got to remember there's jobs that, some white people don't want to do, maybe in restaurants or construction or things like that. And obviously, migrant workers can have a lot of skills, okay, or take jobs that other people don't want. And so, and then pay-wise, I mean, maybe not as, as expensive as others, but still, they pay. But, really, when I lived in Arizona, I mean, people work hard. They work their butts off. And see, that's one of the things that frustrates me. And I know Spirit Life's hard work. Okay, work really hard. I mean, huge hours and bust ass. And then when people say, oh, lazy, just get a check. Oh, you're dumb. They're out there working, taking jobs you would not do. And so I'm not saying some people may not get a check, but you know what? Everybody, come, but, oh, they come get benefit. Oh, they're working. Okay. And so, and there, people are people, and some people can be lazy and just want to collect a check and not work. And then there are those that'll bust ass. And I've worked in Arizona. I've lived in Arizona. I've known people bust ass. Okay. So this whole thing, really, if it came down to brass tacks, migrant workers work harder than white people in this country. I'm going to say it. Work harder, doing the agriculture. We got it out here, and do things that you would sit there, oh, you Karens, and Karens and Chads. There's Karen, you break a nail, you freak out, and you go to the nail salon and go, damn it, you didn't do my nails right. Your acrylic sucks. Do it for free. I don't want to hear your shit. Okay, fix my acrylics. You couldn't be out there picking this out, doing this, that. Oh, you would be done in 5 minutes. I can't handle it. Crying about your back. I don't want to hear it. I got to sit down and take a break. I'm entitled to a 15-minute break. Oh, you would, some don't even take breaks. So, I'm here to work. Okay, you'd be like, when am I getting my 15-minute break? I'm entitled to it thanks to Biden. I didn't vote for him, but he said, you would be crying. Okay, you get a little sweat on your brow. Oh, God, my hair is a mess. I got to go to the bathroom and touch up my makeup. I don't want to hear it. Okay, work way harder. Especially putting up houses. See, it ain't easy to build a house or a skyscraper, or work in a restaurant putting up with you. It's bullshit. Okay, so, and see, this is the thing. Anthony Bourdain, remember him? Sadly, unfortunately, but he said, there's a big old quote somewhere on the internet. He said, if it wasn't, for, either immigrants or migrant workers or Hispanics, whatever, he said nobody would be working in restaurants. They would not exist, pretty much. I'm paraphrasing, but because that's mainly who works in restaurants, various people. And so he's been in a million of them, and so, and you probably watch, what's his face, Gordon Ramsay's shows, so he's working in the kitchen, and various people. It can be all different cultures in the kitchen, but, like say migrant workers or various immigrants and asylum and everything work, okay, in places, and then you would complain that your favorite restaurant closed. Oh, there's no restaurant. Oh my God, what happened to all the restaurants in the neighborhood? Oh, they closed because there was nobody to work. And the business tanked. Okay, it's hard to keep a restaurant going. You watch, Kitchen Nightmares. You see that they're always struggling. Okay, and they got hit hard during COVID. It's a mess. And so anyway, going after migrant workers, immigrant, various things, and then on top of it, patrolling the border. That's scary. That's like weird Gestapo stuff, and he's picking on them basically, which is going to cripple businesses. Okay, all of a sudden, okay, you want your house built? Well, forget about it. They said, oh, you dumped a bunch of money, you filled out all, you got all this at the bank, I need to move in, my house is selling now, where am I going to live? Well, you have to stay in the hotel till, for the next 2 years, thanks to Ron the Khan being in office. That's what you're going to have to do. It'll be a miracle if it ever gets a roof on it, you're done. Okay, in certain restaurants, oh, darn, they're done. They're saying they gotta be legal. They have, there's asylum things and stuff like that. And Biden said they can be there, and he's just being a punk. He's being scummy. And like I said, behind him, he's trying to not look like what he is, which he's, he's racist. and Anubis knows that he black and he don't like Anubis. He knows, and even, Black Panther knows he don't like him either, but that's okay. Except, we know who he is, and Wednesday is on it. Except showing how ridiculous he is, because he just signed this in 7 days, and she went, he's tanking the economy because of it, and they're going to feel it, No, you can't buy Anubis. Oh, God. Okay, please don't upset him. He's doing his best. So let's just read a little bit. Let me get some of this out of the way here, and sorry, he's, let me get this cord out. I know he's just throwing his weight around. He's like, I'm Black Panther. Come on. All right. So anyway, and you need to be nice. Anubis is helping Walt Disney. Just get your little butt over there. Go eat some Friskies. All right. So how's this going to go for Ron the Khan? I know Isis. She's like, no, and stuff. And Anubis, he won't even look at it, directly at the camera. He's just like, I'm done. He's like, yeah. But that's okay. We protect Walt Disney, and this thing, oh yeah, it's all about power. He's throwing his weight around, but, he's, Florida's, when they start feeling it, because they're the most expensive state to live in. I mean, I think of the concept of that. The most most expensive state to live in the country. And he's saying, oh, they're going to hurt the economy. You can't build an economy. What? You can't build a house if you're doing what you're doing, Ron the Khan. Okay? They're abandoning sites, and now the contractor, the main guys are like, oh, God, Ron the Khan's having a moment again, and he's screwing us, with this stuff. And now he's got people at the border acting like punks, like a bunch of bullies. It's all messy. He always such a good governor. Oh God. And I guess if you're really rich and you have a mansion out there, you don't care, but you will. It's just ruining it. And Anubis is like, we're gonna protect Disney, and I guess now we gotta protect the Hispanics out there, so they can work. And he he'll do something, or ISIS will, because they're sacred. Maybe she should just go spread her wings and fly. We're done. I just don't understand this, But he tries. Oh, look at me! I'm so cute holding up my book. He's doing a Trump move. Oh, you're doing terrible things. That's okay. Wednesday on it. Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday. Do her little dance. She's gonna go dance again. She's good. There's a lot of clubs out there that she can dance. She fine. Okay, let's see what's gonna. How's this gonna go for Ron the Khan? This new immigration line. How's the economy? I think we can get frustrated with him. I mean, the moon. He's being deceptive. He's trying to make it all look one way, but it's really what it is. He's just being racist, and and he's part of the man's hand. That's all. Okay, so the crossing card is the Three of Cups. It is the crossing card opposing. So, there's going to be a reason to celebrate. It's coming and everything. It is. He's taking it. Oh, these just flipped over. Oh. Okay, so 2 cards popped up, the Queen of Cups and the Empress. I feel one of the things is he's going to start upsetting the women. I'm going to have to look on him with women, because we got the abortion issue and things like that. I believe some women's are going to really get fierce with him. Wait for that in the news, because there's something coming with that, because we know he's about to, he's working on the abortion, trying to get it down to 6 weeks. Oh yeah, there it is, 3 of Pentacles. And we got a growing group. The groups are growing against him. But I feel the women are going to get strong. He's going to mess around with that, and that's just then you turn the women against you. Okay, but we've got the World card here. No matter what, the universe really. We're going into a new cycle, no matter what, and he's wanting to, roll back things and be weird, but death. He's shooting himself his own foot. Like I said, Disney's really going to put it into it. Read my reading. It's funny at the end. I just laid on the line. But this ain't, Age of Aquarius is here, guys. But yeah, Emperor, he's trying to be all militant, Aries kind of guy. but he's a clown in the end. He really is a clown. He's going to be a thing of the past. Just give it a moment. But we got the Ace of Wands that is up there. Notice this women energy. It's building, and an opportunity is going to present itself to really rise. That's not him and stuff. Because he's kind of looking away. You know, I know Aries is always going to look that way, but he's kind of looking away from that wand. He doesn't see it coming. There's a fire coming that's about to rise in Florida. It's going to involve women. And now we got the Knight of Cups here. That does not make me feel him. That makes me feel like, I do feel definitely a male figure that's going to come in. And, they're going to start speaking on it, offering a better option, one, maybe more loving and things, somebody that could start taking a foothold and stuff like that. Could be also, due to the immigration, it could be somebody, of the Latino community. I guess I'll say it that way because they're also in Florida, that really could start a movement because of this and be a voice and stuff. And I've got that futility card. Now, at the moment, I know it seems like, oh man, we're trying to get a leg up in the game and things fall back. As I see this, because I'm looking under this one, I feel someone is kind of growing, is going to start speaking up, especially about rights. But hang in there, dude. It's not over. So let's see how's Ron feeling about things. It's all about money, and somebody's putting money in his pocket. That's not good, and he's just doing their bidding. But see, there it is, the star. But in this case, as I'm looking at Ron the Con, he's trying to be a shining star. This is about fame. See, he's kind of, there it is. And normally that's Age of Aquarius. Yes, it is. But it can also be, I want to be a celebrity. He likes being in the limelight, and you can tell and he's building an image of himself in his mind and what he wants to present himself. He's trying to be a superhero and a star, but really he is shooting himself his own foot. I already saw it with Disney. When let me not spoil that. You're gonna have to watch it. Stuff, but that death card, stuff. But as I say that, the worry card, he is worried about being sued. Oh, it's going to cost him money. He's worried. But see, that's one thing he'd been off where they could chew. He is worried about that lawsuit because he knows, freedom of speech is a real thing, and he was trying to cripple the opponent, as a business. And oh, there it is again. Fortune is on Disney's side, so they got the money and power, and they're in the right. And stuff like that. Now, we may see things during the Scorpio month when that really comes to a head. That may be when some things really go down. But I look at the Princess of Cups here. I think of Florida. Let me show you the card. So, see that? You got the water, the beaches. That's kind of what it's about. It's a vacation stop, and people want to go to the beach. They want to hang out. They want to go to Disney. It's people live there, but then there's a lot of tourism. And I really feel one of the areas, especially going after Disney, hurting tourism. People aren't going to want to go there. But yeah, people, houses, that's, the fears card, not getting homes built. It's getting more expensive. People want to have a good, happy life. They're, especially retirees, they're worried about that. Is he going to cramp it? Oh, But the end card, there it is. I knew I was going to see something significant, and that's why I get up and read. That's the failure card, Seven of Pentacles. And Seven of Pentacles is a failure. He's tanking the economy. He's going to tank it real bad with his antics. So right now, as I'm reading, especially on the immigrant issue, him signing this into law, this racism, this move as far as not letting them work is going to tank the economy. Okay, that's where he's really going to hurt it. And people are going to start realizing as he's hurting it, costs going up, things not getting built, things being affected. And then you've also got, say damage due to storms and things. He's trying to get money from Biden. There's still that. Okay, so things need to be fixed. But there's no one to fix stuff because of storms. And you got to remember that. There's been storms and there's damage and you need people to fix things. He's trying to get money from Biden. And who's going to fix stuff? Okay, so see, failure, this is what's coming, and this is why Wednesday's going, yeah, he's shooting himself his own foot. Look what he did. He just signed this into law. So this whole thing with immigration and everything. See, that's the one thing. Okay, maybe there's people in Florida who now, they, you know, when it comes to, oh, the immigrants or gay people or this or that, but hit them in the pocketbook. Oh, Spirit knows. You're done. Okay, Anubis knows it too. He's like, yeah, get them there. Okay, because then Florida starts, oh, stuff's more expensive. Oh, the houses. Oh, God, they're so, I want to buy, you know, oh, my God, you know, expensive. Okay, and people would think, you know, maybe equity go, but here comes taxes, and here comes various things, tax, and everything, and go to the grocery store, and yeah, okay, you know, and so certain things, oh, I can't afford to go to the restaurant, I can't, you know, there's stuff there, okay, but his stuff, failure is financially really hurting. He's already going to get sued, probably, but probably. I'm trying not to spoil my read, but watch it. It's good. There's some humor at the end, but he's taking the economy. He's going to take it hard, okay? Unless he changes his ways there, he's going to take it hard. This stuff with immigration, see, that's why it's really dumb. You should be more respectable to those migrants or those who come asylum and this and that. People are like, you know, they get boop, 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 and all of a sudden, oh God, can you imagine if everybody really did leave? Everybody. It would destroy America. That's the thing. You'd have no one to do agriculture, and then where's your produce? Even that alone. Oh, but you know, I need apples. But then go get a job and go help. I don't want to do that. Oh, there you go. You don't want to work in this, you know, doing this in the agriculture. Well, migrant workers will. Okay, they do it a lot in Mexico. They'll do it here. They get paid a lot better here than there. Okay, and really, even though America's all messed up, it's much safer here to live. And there is an American dream, believe it or not, if people would stop standing in the way of it and being a bunch of dumbasses. Okay, this is a dream. Okay, to people in other countries where, you know, violence, you know, how would you like to live in a country where you don't know if you're going to live or make it or whatever? And then you got, you know, they're willing, even though they know that there are those that hate them there, like the Ron DeSantis and other, you know, Trump people and all that. There are still people that will employ them and give them work, and they can, you know, get a nice home and not have to live, you know, in a place where, you know, the floor is dirt and various things. You know, I've known people when I was in Arizona, you know, it's various Hispanics who, you know, told me about, you know, how it was to live there. Okay, but, you know, there's still good things about the culture, you know, I mean, celebrations and stuff, you know, there's still a culture there, but there's hard living there, guys. And so, you know, and of course, then we got, you know, Venezuela and various places. Oh, God, people want to get out. They want to live. You know, they want to be able to eat. They want to survive the next day. So, you know, you know, Jesus is like, be nice to people. But he, you know, he shoot himself in the foot. And, you know, Spirit's like, well, the only way that Floridas are going to stop voting for him is to hit him in the pocketbook. And that's exactly what's happening. He's doing it for him. Spirit doesn't really have to make him do it. He's just doing it. But just, I guess you could say Spirit's letting them do it. Well, you vote for him, you know, that's the way you learn. Now your economy is real messed up. I mean, he's going to get sued and, you know, just, you know, survive. But, you know, the migrant workers, by hurting them like that, they're going to go elsewhere. There's other places to work in the country. But we'll just get out. We'll go somewhere else. You know, because he's talking about arresting people at the border and all kinds of stuff, which Biden said they could be here. So that's ridiculous. And, you know, I do, you know, and Little Wednesday, you know, gave me that thumbs up that it's going down. You know, she went, oh, yeah, good job, Wednesday. Because, you know, it's time that people have to learn to stop voting for people like this, that are mean like this, and do this, and, you know, are affecting people's way of life, you know, that they can't work. And then, of course, those that want to employ them. And then, of course, hurting the economy of Florida. You got to stop voting for people like this. You got to really pay attention and understand things like math. You know, basic math, it's not that hard. You have a checkbook. You know, you boomers, you always write in a checkbook, even though, you know, you can do everything, you know, on online checking, you still write in a checkbook. I see you. You hold up my line all the time writing a check, and they're just going to scan it anyway, but you still do it. You got your reasons, and then they hand you your check back. You still do it old school. You write in a checkbook. You take up my time. So if you still do that, and do that math, and I know you're very good at it, you should be able to do the math and see that him hurting migrant workers. Okay, and then, you've got all these construction things just sitting there, cost money, because believe it or not, it just sitting there, the dollars go up with it just sitting there. Okay, it's all messed up, and then the guy's got to find hire, and that, believe it or not, there's money goes into that. Then you got to get somebody to train them, and then you got to face it, sometimes white people, they get a job and they just quit because they go off to the next best thing. Migrant workers stick around. Okay, more loyal because, hey, a job's a job, and you never know when the next one's coming along. I'm going to stick with this guy. They're a little more loyal to that because they know. I guess they appreciate a job more, okay? It's a little bit different. The appreciation level is a little bit different. You know how America is. Oh, let me get to the next best thing. Goodbye. And stuff. Lucky to get 2 weeks notice nowadays. Okay, so as I say that, at failure, Wednesday gave the nod, she had a little thumbs up. She in the community, she disappeared. It's up at Elton John's laughing. Okay, oh, where'd you come from, Elton John, sitting next to my white tiger? I know, he know, because he don't like this stuff either, because he don't like his don't say gay shit. That's why he showed up laughing. Don't say gay. Well, now you got it. It's okay, Elton, we got it. Don't worry. Little Wednesday on it. She's like, psh, and stuff. I know it's wrong. Don't worry about it. I can't stand it. I did call Lambert House or not call. I'm sorry. I sent him a little message because I'm thinking about getting my Patreon, but I want to do it in a positive way, not political. I will let you guys know if I do it. I want to talk about some more spiritual things, but I also want to have some positive things for spirituality for LGBTQIA. Hopefully I'm saying that right, kids, because I know spirituality is a very big thing. I would like to talk about some things, also different spiritualities. Maybe they can understand and relate to, like, for instance, the pages in the tarot. Hey, tarot was ahead of the game for you guys. The pages, they can be very androgynous, either male or female or non-binary. There's a whole thing there. Transgender. Oh, the pages are perfect. Tarot had an answer for that. And then, talk about maybe some of, various deities and things like that, the stories. We could easily go to Greek and Rome, and, there's, homosexuals, and it was an accepted thing. It was a normal thing. It wasn't looked at as a dirty thing. So I would like to do some things like that. So, maybe some younger LGBTQIA can kind of look at it and go, oh, maybe, there's something in spirituality where I am accepted, feel a little bit better about themselves. I would like to talk about some things like that, and also dealing with, things like, obviously when you go online and some negative crap happens, ways to deal with it, that we can, unplug those positive seeds. I would make it, of course, a reasonable Patreon so, people can join. I want to get something going. So, I know I deal with some fun, hard issues here. But, I do want to have a very uplifting, where it's not political. But, still deal with issues, but in a way that's beneficial spiritually, because, I feel that LGBTQIA kids, need, some kind of knowledge. I know they're looking for the spiritual. Where do I belong? Where am I accepted? Oh, there, I'll find you a spot. Don't worry about it. There's things, but even the tarot has an answer for that. It's like, see, tarot got you. And it's like, oh, don't get me started with the oracle cards. There's all kinds of decks. I even got a drag queen deck in here, and I got a pride deck. You bet. Yeah, I saw a drag queen deck and everything. I need to send them a review. That reminds me. Let me send them a review, a little positive review. It's pretty funny. So no, just because there's some whips in there. They got whips. They're just, it was a drag queen who designed it. Okay. Okay, so I went, whips. Okay, I'm not gonna. I'll probably just use it, more privately, or maybe if I ever read for a drag queen, I'll be like, let me get that deck. It's all good. And so I don't know. I just got it for fun. I was like, let me get that. Why not? And especially because support when everybody's going after drag queens. It's like, you dumb. You pick on drag queens. I think I joked and I said, Bruce Lee was a dragon, and, why don't you take on a dragon versus a drag queen, you dumb Proud Boys? Yeah, I'd like to see you take on a dragon. Yes, I bet you wouldn't. I bet you wouldn't take out a dragon, Bruce Lee. I don't think you would. But anyway, go find a dragon in the Kung Fu studio. I'd like to see you try. Okay, yeah, but you pick on drag queens. Okay, yeah, I got your number. All right, stop being punks. You're stupid. Go in the Kung Fu studio and then talk about being Proud Boys. They'll put you down. All right, so anyway, I'm done. He's going to tank the economy. How quickly? Well, he's already getting it done. He signed it into failure. That's basically what it is. That's the end card. Failure. He is one, of course, and he's going to fail on a whole lot of things. Let's just watch him slowly go down. It's not looking too good for him to become president. He's trying to be that shining star, like he's all a celebrity. Yeah, he's going down and stuff. Age of Aquarius is going to take him out. All right, little Anubis is just enjoying himself, and thank you, Wednesday. Yeah, thumbs up to you too, sweetie. Bye.